What's up, guys? Stas here. So we're going to break down SoFi stock in this video, go over the charts, my thoughts, how the stock's been doing as of late, and I want to break down with you all what I'm looking to do and what a key insider just did in the past couple of days. So jam-packed video. If y'all find value, smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. It's free, and you might as well follow me on X as well at Stas Talk Stocks, link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So SoFi on Friday, which you guys probably remember, Black Friday, we had a short day of trading. SoFi ended up going down 4 cents, a whopping 0.6% on the day, and it pretty much did nothing. I mean, you guys probably saw the entire stock market did. Really, it didn't do much of anything on Friday. We had the NASDAQ pretty much break even. Same with the S&P. Sure, the Dow and the Russell did pretty well. Both of those went up a good chunk, but the S&P and the NASDAQ didn't do much of anything as, again, SoFi went break even or broke even, down 4 cents on the day. And you guys can see we actually ran a bit on, I think that was on Wednesday, right? Or Tuesday. Yeah, that was Tuesday because Thursday was Thanksgiving. By the way, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. The markets were closed, so it was on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday we ran up a good chunk from 640 up to about 670. That continued into Wednesday where we saw a move over $7 per share. You guys probably can see that. We hit $7.03 on Wednesday, which, by the way, that took out the highs from Tuesday, Monday, and from Friday of last week. Not this past week that just went by, but the week before that. So the bulls actually came alive here on, Wednesday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And Friday we just pretty much consolidated again, only went down 4 cents, pretty much a break-even type of day. And you guys can see if I draw this line out right here, we're actually sitting right on top of the highs from the 17th of November, right, and the 20th of November, which was last Monday, right? Not this Monday coming up, but last Monday, obviously, we hit that point. So it looks like we did consolidate a bit above that old resistance as support now on SoFi. We did that on Friday and on Wednesday as well, which is good. So for this upcoming week, guys, we're going to be looking at, or at least I'm going to be looking at, what happens in the $6.80 to $7 range. Do we end up pushing past the highs from Wednesday being, again, $7.03? Do we plow through those highs and continue this little breakout, quote unquote, because we're not fully breaking out on the larger time frames, but we are slowly reversing on the 5-day, 5-minute. Do we continue that reversal, or do we end up filling the gap back down to about 640, 650 and getting selling pressure, which would be confirmed in my eyes if we broke under, let's say, 680, 675, which right now the stock is at $6.86 per share. So SoFi at this point, guys, is in a very interesting spot. And to give you all my position here, I'm long SoFi, right? So I might be a bit bias here, although I try and break down the charts as unbiased as possible, but long term I'm a bit biased, right? I'm bullish on the company. I own some shares, not a crazy amount, it's not a massive position like I've said before here in these videos. It's kind of an ancillary position. So I have my core position, then on the outside I have other positions that, are a bit more risky, but they're more high risk, high reward. So SoFi is one of those, right? I started buying it, I think 2.5 weeks ago at 680. Then it ran up to like 780. Then it pulled back down to 690. I bought more at 690, 692, whatever it was. And now I'm looking to add even more, maybe this week at some point, maybe the week after that, if we do get the opportunity. Let's say SoFi goes lower sixes, under 6, I'll be buying a lot more SoFi. Me personally, I'm not telling you guys what to do, of course. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want you to blindly go and just buy a stock because I'm buying it or because anybody out there is buying it. Don't do that, guys. Very, very bad idea. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And based on the 4-hour chart here, guys, we're still in a downtrend. As you all can see, we're still clearly in this channel. We have a death cross. We're under both moving averages. And yes, we rallied pretty nicely on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever days we saw that rally. And even with that rally, what I'm trying to get at here is we're under the 50 SMA. We're still getting rejected under that point here on the 4-hour chart, and we're obviously well under the 180 SMA, which is at $7.50 here on SoFi on the 4-hour time frame. So for this to fully start reversing, fully start breaking out, we're going to need to see a push past $7.50, $8, preferably above $8 per share. So let me show you guys what's going on here with an insider. Another big insider is making moves, but in this case, they're not selling, which is good. We saw a lot of selling with insiders and other stocks, a bunch of stocks going on, a bunch of selling going on right now at the end of the year. But in this case, we have some buying going on with SoFi stock or on SoFi or in SoFi, however the heck you want to say that, guys. We're getting some buying, let's put it that way, from Anthony Notto, which you guys know. Anthony Notto is the CEO. No, we don't want your ad here. Let me X that out. Anthony Notto is the CEO of SoFi. So you guys probably remember the buy he made on the 9th of November, about 2 weeks prior to me making this video. We covered that here on the channel, guys. He bought, let me show you this to refresh your memories, get the juices going a bit. Let me refresh your memory here. You guys can see he bought on the 9th, right? Yeah, 9th. I just said it, guys. Jeez, my memory sucks. 9th of November, he bought 44,000 shares. If this wants to work, there we go. 44,000 shares. You guys can see here at the price of where was it? 678. So he bought 44,000 shares at 678. That was let's see, a $300,000 buy right there. So we added $300,000 worth to his position, and he already owned roughly, let's see here, 7.2 million shares. So at that point, he already owned 7.23 million shares to be exact. So we increased his position on the 9th of November by 1%. And then just a couple of days ago, about 12 days after he bought that 44,000 share lot at 678, 12 days, yeah, 12 days after that, on the 21st of November, which was, what was that, on Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, he bought another 22,500 shares. You guys can see right here, 22.5, the first line, at, let's see, $650 average cost, and that was a $146,000 buy, and that brought his total share count to now 7.26 million shares. You guys can see that right there. So he's adding to his position, which is awesome. He just added what, like 65,000, 66 something thousand. 66,500 shares. That's great. We're talking about almost $500,000 he added to his portfolio or his position. But in the grand scheme of things, guys, that's actually not much at all for Anthony Notto, considering how many shares he actually owns. Let me actually pull up this calculator right here. So let's say he owns 7.2 million shares. So let me do this, and you guys can't see this, by the way, but bear with me here. So let's say he owns 7.2 million shares. And the thing is, we don't know what his average cost is, or at least we're not seeing it right here. But let's say, for example, it's at, I don't know, $7 or something. Let's do that. Times $7. So he arguably owns upwards of $50 million worth of SoFi stock. And if we did some digging, I'm sure we can find out his exact, cost basis. But for the sake of this video, let's say 50 million bucks is how much he owns. Probably more than that dollar wise. I don't know, maybe less. It depends on his average cost. But let's say $50 million worth of SoFi stock. He added 50 or 500,000 bucks. That's really not that much. I mean, it's not like he's doubling up his position or buying a bunch, but he did add 500,000 shares. But you guys have to realize that's not that big in the grand scheme of things for Anthony Notto. But it is good nonetheless to see him buying shares here, as a lot of the other insiders have been selling. The CTO, you guys can see, we covered all this in previous videos, so no need to dive into it again. But the CTO, he sold a bunch. He sold 25% of his position. That was in September. We had 31% taken off the table by the CRO earlier in November. He sold out 31%. We had the president of SoFi Bank. He sold 50% of his position, or about 150,000 shares, roughly, give or take. So a lot of these insiders are selling, but CEO Anthony Notto, He's buying, baby. Let's go. I'll take it. And now his share count is at 7.26 million shares. And if you guys happen to know his average cost, drop it in the comments down below. I'm not sure what it is right now. Maybe we can dig and find it. I don't know. But either way, that's it for the video. Watch out for SoFi. The insider selling going on now as we're heading into the end of the year here. We have 4-ish more weeks left of trading, or 4.5, whatever it is, 5 weeks of trading. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So make sure to subscribe, because we'll make a lot more content, not only on SoFi, but other stocks like Palantir, Tesla, the stock market in general. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell. You might as well follow me on X as well, at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below. And don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo, guys, the sponsor of today's video. Fund your account with at least $100 by using that link down below. Once you do that, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks for a limited time, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.